Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo! What's going on, guys? What's going on? Gala going to the downside. Rest in peace, Gala. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think everyone's overreacting with Gala. I'll explain why. And Bitcoin still holding. Still freaking holding despite the fact that stock markets have been getting screwed. Let's go.
Ah! This is a freaking fun game. Here we go. Oh, yeah. All right, yeah, let's fight this guy. Let's go. Oh, I love this game. This is a great game on Gala. Wait, what the hell? What? I was beating the level. Why did it just get shut down? What the hell, man? That was such an easy level. Oh my god. What the hell happened to Gala? What the hell, man? Christ, bro.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on? I got to make the joke about Gala, man. It's down about 18%. Listen, it was down about 30% at one point. Here's the deal, guys. All right, you guys are all wondering what's going on with Gala, man. Well, I'm reading their Twitter over here, and it said basically TLDR. Everything is fine. The activity we've been seeing is Pancake Swap, is P Network working to drain the liquidity pool. So I guess they had a little bit of an issue with something, but they said everything should be fine and there was no hack or anything like that. So I think that people are overreacting a little bit. You guys do what you want to do, obviously. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But it is what it is, right? Let's try to bounce back up. Hey, some people, I guess, that bought that wick. There you go, man. You got the nice little wick action, like a quick 10% gain there. Nice job, man. Galactic, what's going on, Mike? What's going on, Keith? Paul, what's going on, buddy? When Black Swan event, man. Bitcoin still holding 20,213. I don't know, man. It's looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, right? Stock markets were coming down pretty pretty not hot and heavy. I mean, they were coming down a little bit, but the Nasdaq was down about 2% today. S&P was down about 1.5%. Yet Bitcoin seems to just be holding the line here, right? Holding the line at 20K, which, you know, is that holding the line? I mean, it is. It is. I mean, we can joke about it all we want, but we are holding that line. The games are unbearable. Listen, the blockchain games aren't good, right? The blockchain games are not good at this point. We all know this on Gala, man. Holy moly. The wick-off theory. Let's see what we guys got going on here. 8K bottom. We got all those guys coming in. Bitcoin 125K. Hey, man. You got both sides.
Bitcoin's going to 10K. We're going to 100K tomorrow.
Which one will win? 100K or 10K? Let me know in the chat. What comes first for Bitcoin, guys? 10K or 100K? Let me know in the chat. That's a tough one. 10K or 100K? You guys know my thoughts. All right? I think there's a chance Bitcoin doesn't hit 100K in the next bull market. You guys might be crazy. You might be saying, oh, my shit, Drew, that's crazy. You're a bear. 10K or 100K? What comes first for Bitcoin, guys? Let me know in the chat before we get started here with some price action. 100K, 10K. 10K, so Fahid. I know Fahid thinks 8K. Or 6K. 100, 100K. 100K, 8K. 100. Neither. Neither. Imagine just staying in there. Just staying there the whole time. Let's see. 20K, 8K. A lot of 8Ks, a lot of 10Ks. All right, I'm seeing a lot of 10Ks. 7Ks. All right, let's jump on in. So Bitcoin really in the short-term time frames, guys, not really doing too much. And I don't really want to spend a lot of the stream on the short-term time frames today because, quite frankly, man, I mean, this is a boring range. I mean, we're back into boring territory. I mean, at this point, I think it's safe to say, at least at this moment, Bitcoin's back to being a slug. It is back to being a crab after a couple days of a little bit of excitement, right? We're all waiting for that big move. You guys kept trolling me every single day. You guys came on here and said, Jordan, when big move? When big move, Jordan? You've been telling me big move forever. And, you know, quite frankly, that was the big move, I guess. I guess all of a sudden we got the big move. It was like 2K. You know, I guess we'll take the big move. But here we are. Just kind of going sideways between 20K and 21K at this point. You know, I guess that's kind of where we're sitting, man. I mean, can we really say anything about this range? No. I mean, at this point, it's respect support. At this point, it's respect resistance. Let's not try to make it too difficult for ourselves in here. All right? It is what it is. George still thinks it's Halloween. I mean, it is Halloween time. You guys making jokes. It is still Halloween time, man. Halloween was literally like 3 days ago. You guys are crazy, right? On December 22nd, is it Christmas time? Yes. You guys want to make jokes about Halloween? It's still Halloween. So I'm going to come out and I'm going to wear my ghost. You want to wear my ghost costume? Because I can do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's come back up here, though. So what am I still waiting for here? Well, I'm waiting for Bitcoin to get, like, not super bearish, but, like, for Bitcoin to see some more lows. It's really just breaking 20K. And Bitcoin, until Bitcoin breaks 20K, I don't think there's anything to really say, right? I mean, we're sort of just holding the range and, you know, at this point, we keep getting rejected from this RSI resistance line, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rejections off this RSI resistance line. We keep saying until this breaks, Bitcoin's just going to kind of mosey around, right? It's just kind of do its thing, you know? And that's really it, right? At the end of the day, it's just going to mosey around and diddle-daddle and wheelie-willow and sort of do its thing here. Let's see. You don't need a costume? I guess you don't need a costume. So guys, I mean, let's keep it real, right? 21K, 20K, until one of those levels breaks, there's really nothing to say, right? I think you're just making stuff up at that point. But if Bitcoin does break 20K, right, I think the one level that everyone's watching is 19.5, which is the 618 Fibonacci, and we'll be taking all their, not all the vector candles to the downside, but this vector candle to the downside and this vector candle to the downside at that point 618. So that's the level I'm watching if Bitcoin does break this 20K level, 19.5, which, you know, a lot of people are watching. It's a Fibonacci level. It's a vector candle level. It's a previous resistance level. There's a lot of levels there. So that's the level I'm looking at sort of that time frame. Wheelie whittle patterns? Wheelie whittle. Let's check Gala out. All right, Gala. Let's see, man. I saw some of you guys in the Discord saying you're buying the Gala dip. That's some serious shenanigans, man. Holy moly. Let's see. So Bitcoin, Gala, I mean, it's retraced about half that dong. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, at one point, Gala was down. Let's see. Gala was down at one point about, 30%. Now it's down 16. Pump song, baby. The infamous pump song into the dunk. Holy moly, I guess we're pumping, man. Oh, Lord. Let's see. At least you're feeling better? Oh, I'm feeling much better, man. I still have that little, Squidward nose. I still have that little Squidward nose. But, that was that. Manipulation. No, listen, I looked on their Twitter. They said everything was good. And to be quite frank, I believe them. I think everyone was just panicking because I saw something over on BNB or and Ethereum was all jacked up, and I guess everyone started selling off. So we'll see what happens with Gala. It is what it is at this point. Let's see what we got going on. So really, what I want to talk about today, guys, I don't. These short-term time frames are boring as a mofo. They are so friggin' boring, man. They're gonna put me to sleep. At this point, I'm gonna turn into a dead cat. All right. At some point here, you're gonna. You're gonna look at me and you're gonna say, I'm gonna be looking like this, man. Oh no, I'm not supposed to be sleeping. I'm supposed to be dead. At some point, the market's gonna make me be a dead cat, man. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. But if you look at what Bitcoin's doing, man, I mean, in all honesty, it's been going sideways for real for about 143 days at this point. 143 days. So we're almost talking 5 months of chop suey. When we've had bad news after bad news after bad news after bad news after bad news. And guess what? Bitcoin's held the line every single freaking time. So here comes the rant alert today, man.
Rant alert.
Here comes the rant alert today. All right. What is gonna pitch Bitcoin below 17.5? Let me freaking know. In my opinion, and I've told you guys this a million times, unless there's some huge black swan event, what is gonna cause it? A rate hike's not gonna bring Bitcoin below that. All right. We've had 4 of those things. It's held the line every single time. A CPI print's not gonna do it. We've had 4 of those bad boys. An earnings report is not gonna do it. We've had 2 of those. All right. What's gonna do it, man? Let me know. Let me freaking know. Unless we get some freaking craziness, like people start throwing shit, or I don't know. Something crazy that we can't even think of right now. I don't see it happening, man. I don't at this point. Wayne will buy the BTC, the BTC hack when it happens. The BTC hack? Holy moly, man. We've been in this range. I mean, every single time we get some of this bad news, everyone starts panicking for a day, and then all of a sudden that goes away and no one talks about it anymore. And Bitcoin just stays in the same damn range. It's every single time. We've gone through this 9 times, man. We said this yesterday. Everyone's gonna panic for a day, and then no one's gonna talk about it anymore. It's the same thing over and over and over again, man. Let me know. What the hell is P Gala? All right, yeah. So Gala's now retracing pretty well. I mean, let's see where it ends up. Let's see where it ends up on the daily close, man. We got 48 minutes until the daily close, if you know what I'm saying, man. When miners realize they are broke, price will plummet. True, I mean, but Bitcoin's been at the same price for 5 or 6 months. You know? Let's see. Let's see. And to be honest, my guy Alex Becker saying the same thing. I want to rant a little bit today, man. Becker's saying the same thing. And before I say this, I agree with what he's going to say, man. I agree. I think the bottom is in, or it's going to go a lot lower than everyone expects. It's not just going to dump to 14K like everyone's calling for. You sit and relax, you have a little party, and you sort of sleep. the bottom is in or it's going significantly lower, man. That's my opinion. All right. So I don't think we want it to go lower. I'm going to say that. It's not just going to go where everyone thinks it's going to go and sit there while everyone buys it, because it's never that easy, man. It's never that easy. So I agree with what he said, man. And before I ran even more, all right, before I ruffle more feathers, all right, let's see what Becker has to say. Let's bring up the hoodie real quick. Let's bring up the hoodie, man. Let's do it. We don't want, I'm telling you right now, we don't want Bitcoin to go lower. Hold on. Let's see this. Let's see this, man. Let's see this. Hold up. Here we go. What's going on, guys? It's Becker. All you idiots right now calling for 10K. You sound like the 100K Moon Boys from last year. That's what everyone thinks. 10K. The only thing that's worth 10K is 10K of your mom's, because I pay $1 a banger. All right? That's what I do. That's all she's worth, $1. All right? That's the only thing that's going to 10K at this point. All right? Let me show you what I have to say. All right? This is getting 100K Bitcoin guaranteed stupid. In order to see this last leg down, crypto Twitter is obsessed with, something has to break. And when it does, you will think it's going lower. Everyone seems to think it will casually happen and you get to calmly collect the bottom. No, the only bottom that's being collected is your mom's and your sister's. That's the only thing that's being collected, all right? While they rub on my abs, because I have abs and you don't, all right? What it is. During the bull, everyone was so set in a blow off top to 100K Bitcoin prophecy, right? Everyone thought we'd just get a crazy obvious top and then they calmly, orderly collect profits. Nothing has came close to happening. This reminds me of all this in reverse. But do you see any logical reason for a person to panic dump their bags to 14K? Why? I don't see why anyone would wake up and drop their long-term Bitcoin investments at this point, outside of financial collapse. Be careful of the CT price prophecies besides mine. Holy Lord, man. Oh, Lord. But listen, I don't agree with everything Becker says, but I'm going to agree with him on this one, man. Everyone's so sure of this. It's so sure. And they've been so sure for 5 months. All right? On all these things, Powell comes out and says what they want to hear. Guess what? Everyone thinks it's going to 10K at this point. Does Bitcoin do it?
Nope.
Next month. Okay, Powell speaks again. 10K is coming. So let me know. God damn, I hate laughing at Becker. What's going on, Cliff? Hey, I'm glad we're having fun. Guys, I'm having fun. I'm ruffling feathers, but we are having fun today, okay? We are freaking having some fun. Let's see what Gala's doing, by the way. Gala's down about 16%. Come on, Gala, get back up there, man. Make our day. Get back up there, man. Let's not have one of those bad days for Gala. Because other than that, it was a good day, man. You saw Matic was up like 10% at some point today. You had some other alts up about 5-6%. It was a good day for alts. But Gala wants to ruin it, man. Every single time. Holy Lord. All right. Anyways, I'm sort of ranting here, but my case still stands. My case still stands. Right? Everything that I look at, you know what? Today we're gonna rant about it all, man, because I don't want to talk about the short-term time frames. Because in reality, that doesn't matter, man. We get so caught up in that stuff. But that stuff really doesn't matter. If Bitcoin comes back down to 19.5, which is certainly a possibility, don't rule that out. To me, it's going to be the same thing again. Everyone's going to be freaking out. Oh, my Lord, we're going back down to 10K. And then Bitcoin sort of holds the line again, which seems to happen every single time. Not a popular opinion right now, but I think it will be. All right, hold on. Let me get some of these refreshed. All right, so I want to show you guys a few things. And this doesn't mean it has to happen this way, but let's just stick to what the charts are saying. Let's get rid of the noise, man. Let's take this noise and throw it in the trash can, okay? Let's take this noise and throw it in the trash can, all right? We already got enough noise with Gala today, all right? We don't need any more noise. Holy moly. Let's take a look at some things, all right? So let's look at all the stuff we can look at, all right? Let's look at some moving averages and how far Bitcoin dropped from this point. So let's go back in time. So basically, we got the 50 moving average here. We got, the 200 moving average and the 300 moving average. Let's just look at these. Very, very simple shit. And I want to go back and look at when Bitcoin broke the 50-week moving average, okay, and then tried to come up and retest it, what was that final capitulation amount? And, let's go back and look, right? So we broke the 50 moving average back in 2014, right? Bitcoin tried to come up and test it. It couldn't reach it. And then it had that last capitulation amount. How much was that last capitulation? It was 65% to the downside, and you wicked below the 200-week moving average, all right? You could argue that if the 300-week moving average was around then, right, which there wasn't enough price action to do it yet, all right, you could argue that this was coming across something like this. And you could argue that it probably would have tested the 300, depending on, there was no price action, right? There wasn't enough price action. That's why it stops right here. But you drop 65% to the downside, all right? Let's go all the way back over here. Bitcoin drops below the 50, comes up and retests. From that point down, how far does Bitcoin drop? 61.5% or 61.2, somewhere in that area. It drops all the way down to the 200-week moving average. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Next time, Bitcoin drops below the 50. All right. It drops 63%, and it tests that 300-week moving average again. So you'll notice that in every bear market, we usually go back down and test that 300-week moving average once. All right. What did Bitcoin do now? Broke the 50, came back up and retested, and dropped 62.5%. You can't make this shit up. And in that same point, we dropped below the 200-week moving average, and now we're sitting right on top of that 300 again. All right. This is one thing we can look at. It's nothing crazy. But that's one thing we can look at, and one thing I'm going to continue to look at. All right. I know. Today I'm feeling a little ranty, man. I'm feeling a little ranty up in here today. All right. Let's look at the monthly. Let me see what you guys are saying in here. If we go back down, then 18.7 is good support. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, if we want to go over that. I mean, short term, like I said, 19. If we break 20, I'm looking for 19.5. At that moment, that's really what there is to say. Bitcoin's going sideways again, right? And when the Bitcoin's going sideways, it's chop, and the best thing you can do is play the levels, right? Long support, short resistance. We have support at 20K. Cool. We play it until it breaks. If it breaks, cool. We look at maybe the 618 Fibonacci. Maybe we do a long position from there, right? Until then, that's really all we got, right? That's all we got, man. Let's see. Lambo, it's kind of crazy. I love some water today, man. Guys, what should I get for dinner today? Let me know in the chat. What should I get for dinner today? I already know what I'm getting, but I like to know what you guys think I should get. All right? Oh, man. My nose. Clint, I'll look at the DXY in a bit, man. I'll look at that in a bit. I know that the DXY is going up today, all right? I get it, all right? I know. We'll look at that in a little bit. What's some other stuff we can look at? So total market cap, same deal. Let's take the 20-week moving average and the 200-week moving average, all right? Last time in 2019, when these were about to cross, come on, you nose. Stop being so stiffly. Stop being so stifling, all right? You guys said I should get Indian, soup dumplings, pizza, Panda Express. Josh said BTC Rex soon. Spicy good can clear out your sinuses. I do need some spicy food, huh? I do need some spicy food. I need something really spicy, though. Like, I need something that smacks me. Because I like spicy food in general. I need something really spicy, right? I need, like, some ghost pepper shit. I need some, what's another really big one? I forget. Anyways, let me go over this, and we'll talk about that in a second. So 20-week moving average, 200-week moving average. Back in 2019, when these were about to cross, that's when Bitcoin... And guys, I told you guys a million times, I don't think Bitcoin's doing something like this, but I at least see it getting over the 20-week and holding the 20-week, right? At the very least, not parabolic move up. I think right now that's a little bit unrealistic. If it happens, cool. I think that's a little bit unrealistic at this point. But, at least reclaiming that 20-week, just like we did back here, after making higher lows, the same point right here where the 20 weeks coming down, 200-week moving average is coming up. After making higher lows, you get squeezed. Something's got to give. This is the point where we kind of decide. This is the point, definitely the point we kind of decided. It also coincides with the fact that you have the RSI downtrend, and Bitcoin or total market cap seems to be sitting right there. All right. So this is a big critical point where it's going to tell us a lot. All right. And if you go based off what's happened in the past, Bitcoin has got above the 20-week at this point and held it. You can even go back to all the way back down here, right? Where, back to 2014, where 2014 you were making higher lows, 20-week moving average was coming down. You can really compare it to this point right here. Right here. Like this. Where you made higher lows, 20-week moving average was coming down, you got squeezed, and Bitcoin was able to get back above the 20, hold it. Yes, it did drop below it later, okay? But that's besides the point at this point. We're not getting that too ahead of ourselves here. But was able to get back above it, hold it, and sort of that means the bottom was in. So to me, that's the levels that I'm looking to compare it to right now, man. That's it. All right. Holy moly.
Rant alert.
Holy moly. And that's not it. We can continue. Do we want to continue with this? Bitcoin is doomed. I love the doomers, man. Hey, as much as I have fun, guys, I love the banter back and forth. Like, I don't get mad at people being bearish or people being bullish. I find it fun, right? I'm a competitive person, and yes, I like being right sometimes. Do I really care? No. I have fun with this, man. I like sort of bantering back and forth and having fun with all this stuff. And everyone's opinion matters, right? At the end of the day, it's true. It's true. Hold on. Let me see. No, Jordan. Only my opinion matters. We're going down, guaranteed. Let me read the chat. And one said, bring the fire. No, Jordan has no fire. Let's see. Carolina Reaper? Ooh, that sounds good. I'll eat like 3 of those. I'm fat. Bitcoin is doomed? It is. All right. Get out of here. Get out of here, Java. Get out of here, buddy. Holy moly. All right. Let's keep ranting, man. I'm feeling ranty today. I am feeling really ranty today. Let's look at the monthly chart. We're just going to go through everything we got, man. We're going to go through everything we got. You guys can make your own decision. All right. Monthly chart. Whatever the monthly chart. Let's ignore the noise, right? Today we're ignoring the noise. I don't want to hear the pencil necks in the chat going, but macro, but. We're ignoring the noise at this point. Let's just look at the charts. All right, I'm going to say this one more time. I love my pencil necks. Craving a burger or some pizza? Yeah.
But I never get those notifications.
No, they're listening.
Yeah.
I told you. They are. I'm not messing around. Guys, we were just talking about food, and Maya got a notification says, you craving a burger? You craving some pizza? Get some Uber Eats. They listen to you, guys. Google listens to you, I swear. They 100% do it, and it's not even a question. Holy Lord. All right, guys. Monthly chart. What do we got going on? All right. What do we got going on? All right. So, whatever the monthly chart, we're going to look at the MACD and the RSI. Two of the most basic, Starbucks girl, indicators there are, right? They're not rocket science. You're not reinventing the wheel with these, all right? But if we look at them, whenever the monthly RSI starts to flip back over, the only time it actually didn't do this was the March 2020 crash. That's why I say if we get a black swan event, that could change everything, all right? But I'm going with the assumption that we're not. That's why it's called a black swan event. You can't predict those things. If everyone's predicting something, it's not a black swan. Here's the deal. All right, MACD starts to flip back over in the monthly. Every single time this happens, and the RSI has been at, a 40-41, the bottom has already been in. All right, we look back here in 2015, MACD starts to flip back over on the monthly. Bottom was there in for 2 months. We look over here, February 2019, MACD starts to flip back over on the monthly. Bottom was already in for 2 months. You could even say March of 2020, right? MACD starts to flip back over. Bottom was already in the month prior. Right here, October, we start to get the momentum back up. Bottom was already in for ding, 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 chicken wings for dinner, tofu if you're freaking vegan, 2 months. All right, come at me. We look at the RSI levels. Whenever the RSI gets to a 40 on the RSI on the monthly, that's marked the bottom in 2015, 2019, and over here in 2022 so far. All right, We can't argue it. 17.5K has been the bottom so far. We can't argue that. We can't argue semantics. All right? We can argue everything. But you can't argue semantics. I don't even know what semantics means. But you can't argue it. All right? Holy Lord. Lord. I bet the Bears right now are going like this. Guys, we need to fight against Jordan right now. Bears, Jordan is spitting fire right now. He is absolutely crushing us with his narratives. We need to fight back against Jordan. We need to take over his stream and turn it bearish. We need bearish Jordan back. When bearish Jordan? All right, you guys about to take over the stream back, man. Holy moly! When bearish Jordan? Holy Lord! Let's see. When Phillies get a hit? When? Who watches baseball still? Holy Lord! Baseball sucks, man. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. I used to love baseball. Baseball was. I mean, I love every sport, to be honest, but baseball was one of my favorite sports, but holy shit is that shit boring to watch now. Holy Lord. Holy Lord, holy Lord, holy Lord. I think people only 40 plus watch baseball now.
Rant alert.
Let me know if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. You never know, man. You never know. All right, let's go back and sort of see what else we got going on here. So let's see. What else do we got cooking here? All right, so let's go look at all our indicators. So when Bitcoin was higher, we used to say there's a couple things that we're looking for Bitcoin to say, okay, we think the bottom is in. This, once again, this is ignoring the macro noise. I get it, man. I'm not an idiot. But I'm ignoring that stuff right now because I think people are getting that too much in their head. Maybe it plays out, maybe it doesn't. But what I know, when there's extreme greed, it's usually going to come the opposite way. When there's extreme fear, it's usually going to come the opposite way. Don't come at me. I didn't write that line, all right? So here's the deal. We used to say, all right, and I told you guys, I made this mistake at the highs. I made this mistake at the highs when everyone and their mother was talking about the pi cycle top. Everyone and their mother was talking about it. And I said, there's no way that's going to play out. Just because two moving averages cross does not mean the top is in. What do you freaking know, man? Right here, the pi cycle top crosses, and that was the goddamn top. You can't make this shit up, all right? You can't make this shit up. And I told myself, the lows have had the same thing, right? The pi cycle bottom crossed right here. That was the bottom. The pi cycle crossed right here. That was the bottom. And I told myself this time, I am not going to ignore that this time, all right? I'm not going to be an idiot because last time I didn't think it was going to work and it freaking did. Right at the freaking highs in April of 2021. And I ignored it like an idiot. And I told myself, I'm not going to ignore it this time. And we got it down here at the lows in July of 2022, all right? I don't know why I'm saying 2022 like we're not in 2022 anymore. We're still in 2022. But we got it down here. I'm not going to ignore it this time. It's as simple as that, all right? And just because my grandma's not out here, ask me how to buy Bitcoin.
Jordan, how do I buy some Bitcoin?
Doesn't mean other people aren't behind the scenes doing it, all right? Holy Lord. To be honest, basketball sucks balls. Hey, man, look at the numbers. Look at the numbers, man. Basketball is, all right, the second most watched sport in the U.S. It goes football, then basketball, all right? I bet hockey might be passing baseball at this point, all right? Come at me, man. You can't argue the numbers. Like I said, we can talk charts all you want. You can have your opinion. We're looking at the charts. Charts say basketball number 2 sport in the U.S. The Bears are pissed. I love pissing the Bears off, man. I really, really do like pissing the Bears off. I'm not trying to piss the Bears off. I'm just looking at the charts and looking at what I've seen in the past. All right, let's continue. Let's keep looking at the weekly chart, man. I'm just giving you guys what I look at and what I told myself at the top that I'm not going to ignore this time. I'm not going to be a bitch and ignore these things that I saw when we were higher. When I said, if these things happen, I'm going to buy those levels. I'm not. Because if I did, that's just going against my plan. What do I always say? Have a plan and stick to it. I'm having my plan and sticking to it, right? RSI oversold in the weekly. Every single time that's happened for Bitcoin, that was the bottom. But now we want to act like it's not. Holy Lord. Doesn't mean it can't be, but we're just looking at what's happened in the past, all right? January 2015, RSI was oversold for one freaking week. Guess what that was? That was the bottom, all right? We go back to 2019. RSI was oversold. When? December of 2018 for 1 week. Guess what? That was the bottom. Let's continue on. We had it back here. It was actually oversold for 3 weeks this time. Guess what? So far, ding, 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 ding. That was the bottom so far. All right. Holy Lord, I'm sweating up I'm sweating balls right now. Woo! Woo! Let's see. Actually, the WNBA is the #1 watched. Holy Lord. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. I'm ranting about basketball versus baseball here. Baseball just so slow. Facts, man. It's like watching paint dry. Oh, okay, let's throw one pitch. All right, now let's wait 2 minutes until we get any type of action. And the action's literally just someone throwing a ball. Oh, someone throws a ball. All right, yeah, let's wait 2 minutes now. Okay. All right, 2 minutes is up. Let's throw the ball again. Oh, wow. Nice. All right, let's throw the ball again. It's like, oh, my Lord. Hey, just my opinion. You take it for what it is. UFC, no, fighting is cool, man. I don't really watch that stuff, to be honest, but if it's on, hell yeah. I'll watch two people kick the snots out of each other. Why not? That shit's awesome, dude. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Anyways, let's continue on. So, guys, let's continue on. All right, Pi Cycle, not the Pi Cycle bottom. Hash ribbons. All right, let's get rid of the RSI real quick. Let's bring up the hash ribbons. What did we said in the past? Whenever the hash ribbons have gotten a buy signal after the minor capitulation, right here in August 2021 was the last one, every single time you've gotten one of these buy signals, it's been a good buy, at least, right? Most of the time, it's been right before you've had a massive move. Actually, I mean, pretty much every single time it happened, you got a pretty nice move, right? You can't go back and not find a time that this is flash buy and hasn't been a massive move. That's beside the point. Obviously, August of 2021 was this one right here, right? We can go back and look. Hold on, let me see. Let me go back to like the daily so we can see a little better here. But obviously, we got the buy signal right here, right? Hasn't really resulted in anything yet, but this can be sort of a lagging, not a lagging, but price action doesn't have to follow right away, right? The last time we had this was August of 2021. We had it right here, right? Obviously, price continued to move up, right? That was a pretty good move. Since we got that, it was about 40K to about 69K. You take it for what it is. I'll take that all day. One before that was December of 2020, right? Obviously was a massive move. You guys can see. This is a popular indicator that a lot of people used to look at, right? No one talks about it anymore, though. July 2020, obviously was a good time, right? April 2020 was a good time, right? December 2019 was a pretty good time. Moved from 7K to 10.5K on BTC. Yes, you had the March crash, but you can't predict that shit. And then obviously we can go all the way back, right? January 2019 was a very similar time to now, actually, right? It was after that, right before you got that second leg in 2019, you had the hash ribbons buy signal. You got the second leg down, and then you started to move back up, which is very similar to actually what you're doing now, in my opinion. But hey, don't take it for what it is. Don't shoot the messenger. We're just looking at the charts today. That's all we're doing. We're not talking macro. I'm sick of talking this rate hike, CPI. Oh, my Lord. I'm sick of that shit, man. I'm going to go nuts listen to that shit. Like, Pal's going to make me go nuts. Pal's going to make me go nuts, guys. He is. I think he's turning everyone nuts. Every day I go in the Discord, someone's fighting there. You know? It's like either someone's going nuts or someone's fighting. I think everyone's going nuts right now. Look at Bob.
I hate this bear market. There's nothing fun. Can Gala just dump so we get some price action? I want to see Gala go to zero. That's why you should be buying Doge and Shiba only, not Gala.
Oh, Lord. Clint. But no, I'm not going to go through every single time that happened, guys. Listen, I guess I think I showed you enough on that one, to be honest. I'm going to stop ranting about the hash ribbons there. But, yeah, I mean, that's another one we can say. I can rant about, pretty much, anything here. I mean, I can bring up a million different things. Let's get rid of this real quick. Let's do another little exercise, shall we? Let's do another little exercise. We're going to rant about this stuff today. The Discord. It's like the Chili's parking lot in there. It is, man. Someone's always... Listen, I wanted wings, bro. You got me a cheeseburger. And when I went to the bathroom, I asked for wings. We're not friends anymore. Come on, man. Chill. We're all in this together. Holy moly. It's like, oh, you don't like Gala? Well, I like Algorand. Yeah, Gala's a piece of shit. Come on, man. We can do it. Let's do it. Let's be civil. Let's be civil, man. Holy moly. That's crypto. That's crypto for you, I guess, though. All right. Let's look at one more thing here before I rant about a million different things, because I'm feeling ranty today, man. I am. I'm feeling super ranty today. And quite frankly, I don't care. All right? Guys, let me know if you like the rants. Let me know if you like the rants. All right? Because we're going to keep going nuts, I guess, man. You guys are probably just watching the stream like this. Hold on. No, like this. Oh, like this. You guys are probably just watching the stream like that. Holy moly. I expect that now in the Discord it's way more fun. Rant energy strong. All right, anyways. The Gajian channel, all right? One of the best channels that there is, the Gajian channel. Do I know what the Gajian channel is? No. I don't know what Gajian stands for. All I know is it's a channel. Anyways, here we go. Whenever this, okay, has broken through the Gajian channel on the weekly, and this is something we've been looking at this for months, man. You could even argue we've been looking at this since last year, all right? And you sort of said, okay, whenever this turns red, right when it turns red is when you get that final capitulation back down, man. That's when you do it. You look right here. This turned red, right? Started to roll back over. What happened? Bitcoin dropped. You could say right here when it fell back over, Bitcoin dropped approximately 41% to the downside. You could see right here, turned red, started to flip back over to the downside. Bitcoin had that final capitulation back down, right? About 50% to the downside. Right here, started to turn back over, right? Turned red, Bitcoin had that final capitulation back down. Now, you could also see, excuse me, I'm Gajian, we're all Gajian. You could say this on sort of the weekly time frame, and you could see when it back tests the middle, all right? You could see right here, Bitcoin dropped 63%. You could see right here when it back tests the middle, Bitcoin dropped 62%. And when Bitcoin back tested the middle, Bitcoin dropped 65%. So 65, 62, 63. Bada bing, bada boom. Get at me, man. All right? We can even look at this on the 2-week chart. Let's look at the 2-week chart real quick if we want to get deep and dirty. And this is why I think right now Bitcoin's even more of a freaking steal, because actually it's never broken below the Gajian channel. It's gotten a few wicks, and you notice how every single cycle there's a certain period of time where Bitcoin goes below the 2-week Gajian channel. Right here back in 2015, it was a slight wick. You went below it, right? March of 2020, you went slightly below it for a little bit, and you pop back up. You can see what Bitcoin's been doing now. It's sort of been hovering. I think that's because people are very fearful at the moment, man. But you can see the same type of deal. We've gone below it. I don't think it's going to be below here for longer than people are expecting it to be below here. All right? And, take it for what you will. We'll reconvene. But it was also the same type of deal on the 2-week. It's when you dropped into the Gaussian channel, that's when you had that final capitulation back down. Every single time, actually. I'm not going to spend too much time on the Gaussian channel. I think you guys get the point. It's very similar to moving averages. But I think you guys sort of get the synopsis on this bad boy for Captain BTC. All right, and the final point we have to make. I found my wife using the Gaussian channel. Your wife? Holy Lord! Your wife? You sure you didn't find your wife using Becker? You like my pecker? Yeah, you like my pecker? Yeah. I bet your husband doesn't have this type of pecker. Yeah. Yeah, you like that? I'm not a bitch. I'm not waiting for 10K. I'm not a freaking bitch. Yeah. Your husband's a bitch waiting for 5K. Yeah, that's why I'm rich, because I take risk. Freaking Becker, man. With a hoodie. I don't even know why he has a hoodie at this point. Oh, Lord. All right. What else do we got? Let's look at the last final thing that I think is the one case the Bears, I wouldn't say the one case the Bears have. I would say looking at the charts, all right? Looking at strictly the charts. I get the macro, and that's the Bears' big calling card right now. Macro, look at the news, look what's going on around the world. That's the big calling card for the Bears. And I understand that calling card. Like I said, I'm not oblivious to that. I get it, all right? But we're ignoring that stuff right now. We're ignoring that stuff. Why am I dabbing as I'm saying this? I don't know, because I feel like doing it today, man. I feel like doing it. Maybe because I had 5 coffees today. I don't know. Maybe I need another one. I don't know. Guys, do I need another coffee? I don't think I do, because I'm hyped up today. I'm hyped up, right? I'm feeling like this today. I am George. We're all George. Say it with me, Jordan. I am George. We're all George. I am George. We're all George. I am George. We're all George. Oh, God. I love to see this one, man. Wifey distracted you? Holy Lord. All right. Last thing. Right? Looking at the charts, the Bears could say, if you look at where Bitcoin is compared to the previous bear markets, the Bears are still waiting for that last drop to get it where it's dropped before, right? Which would be somewhere in between 10K and 14K, which everyone and their mother, everyone and their sister, everyone and their father, everyone and their grandma, grandpa, friend of a friend is calling for. It's not going to do that, man. In my opinion, and I completely agree, and I think this is an unpopular opinion, the bottom is already in, and if it's not already in, it's going to be a lot worse than everyone expects. And that's why I'm hoping that Bitcoin doesn't go lower than it is now, because if it does, it's not just going to drop 10 to 14K. That's my personal opinion. It's going to be worse than people think. What's going to cause that? Something crazy would cause that. And I'm hoping that doesn't happen. All right. To me, it's just not going to do that. It's not going to do that, man. Because everyone, it's too easy that time. You think it's just going to drop to 10 to 14K. It's going to sit there. Everyone's going to press, let's buy. And then it's going to go up. Come on. We're not that dumb. Holy Lord. Anyways, you can make the case that Bitcoin has to have that one more move down. I get that. To me, whether you think it's going to go lower or not, this is accumulation zone for me. It is what it is. If it goes lower, it is. It goes lower. If it doesn't, it doesn't. At the end of the day, in 2 years, I don't think it really matters, to be honest. And in 2 years, I know where I'm going to be. So to me, it doesn't really matter if it does or not. But this is the big zone, man. And there's so many different ways you can look at this. If you want to say that the top was actually in early 2021, which I sort of agree with, right? That the peak mania phase was in early 2021, right? I don't think anyone can argue that the most peak where everyone was going nuts was when Elon was pumping Doge and it was going on SNL. That was peak crypto, not the end of last year. The end of last year was pretty tame, right? It wasn't as crazy. It really wasn't. This was peak crypto right here. You want to make that argument? You could say Bitcoin's right here, and maybe it doesn't have to go as low as the other ones. Maybe you're just looking at it as a time preference rather than a freaking price preference. You could also make the case that Bitcoin didn't go as high as it's supposed to go, right? So if you want to do something like this, where this was the dead cat bounce, we went up a little bit higher than we were supposed to, and we take sort of that first dead cat bounce from every bear market right here, and we bring up this first dead cat bounce from this bear market. Look where Bitcoin's sitting right now, right? Maybe Bitcoin was supposed to go higher. It got distributed back down. This was actually a dead cat bounce. You take the first dead cat bounce of every bear market, that puts Bitcoin exactly where it should be. You get what I'm saying? There's so many different ways you can look at this. You know what I mean? I'm just making my case. Could be dumb. Could not be dumb. I don't think it is. But we shall wait and we shall see. Now, do I think Bitcoin goes into a bull market right now? I don't. You guys know my take. I think Bitcoin is more likely to go sideways than go to the moon at this point, right? I'm not expecting 35, 40K BTC anytime soon, in my personal opinion. I know that's going to break a lot of dreams. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But sideways, I think is more likely. Something kind of similar to 2014. Something like this. You know what I mean? Where, we kind of hover down here. We get that big pump up, get everyone excited. Then we come back down to the lows. We sit there, right, into early 2023. And then maybe we start to go back up from mid 2023 or something. I think that's more likely. It's not fun. And that's kind of sad, to be honest. I know everyone kind of wants this. Everyone wants this right here, where we just kind of go down and then we go to the moon like this. I don't think this happens, man. I don't think this happens. So you take it for what you will. Either way, it's the accumulation zone. Most people won't look at this as accumulation zone. They'll look at this as a sell zone. And unfortunately, we can't all make it. So that's where we're at. I ranted for holy shit. I went in for 50 minutes today. Holy moly.
Rant alert.
Holy moly, man. I don't think this happens, though. Right? I think it's more likely we just go sideways for a extended period of time. But who am I to say, man? Who am I to say? Extended flat correction. Yeah, I mean, listen, I have an ETH fractal that I have. It's really what ETH has done every single time it's had a bear market. I'm not going to go over that right now. But happy Halloween, mofos! Man. Happy Halloween, mofos. I think I'm going to get Chinese food tonight, guys. Holy Lord. Holy Lord. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Gala will chance to Gal C. To be honest, basketball sucks balls. Thanks, Mike and Pedro. Check Gala real quick. Yeah, so Gala retraced. Yeah, I mean, Gala retraced pretty much not most of the dump, but a good amount of that dump. So, I mean, at one point it was down like 31%. It's down about 14%. So, I mean, it retraced most of that dump. So, it's right back to the lows pretty much. Nothing crazy. Obviously, if Bitcoin dumps, it'll dump there too. But I think, the massive FUD there for Gala it was pretty much an overreaction there. If it wasn't, it would have been significantly worse than that. But hey, there we go, man. We live to fight another day for Gala. We live to fight another day. Cheers, Galers. Let's get the pump song going for Gala. We just got a 17% pump to the upside. That's the way I look at it. Come on, Gala. You're going to have a rough morning after that Chinese? Oh, Lord. Yes, we are. Come on, man. 17% pump. Imagine selling the bottom of that wick. Oh, if you sold the bottom of that wick, hey, man, you live to fight another day. Let's see. Gala's an S coin. I mean, it had a little FUD. I think everything's had a little FUD at some point, right? Even ETH has some FUD. I think the only thing that really, even Bitcoin's had some FUD. No? I'm sure some of you degens long the bottom of this wick, and you guys are killing it right now. Who longed the bottom of this? One of you degens did it. One of you degens did that. You know what I mean? Holy Lord. Holy Lord, holy Lord, holy Lord. All right. Come on, Gala, bounce back. Imagine if it bounces back in the next 8 minutes and turns green. That would be nuts. All right. Anyways, what else do we got going on here? Man, I can't believe I ran it. Let's do a rant rating here. Let's do a rant rating. Basically, the rant rating is basically, do you agree with me or don't agree with me? I mean, that's what it is, right? So 1 to 4, guys. 1 is a terrible rant. 4 is a great rant. Let me know. 1 to 4, we just did a 50-minute rant. I was feeling ranty today, man. I didn't want to sit here and just be freaking talking about the short-term charts, which really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. I really wasn't feeling that today. I wasn't sitting here and going, well, Bitcoin's going sideways. Yeah, man. Like, that's not what I felt like doing today at all. And like I said, I have more fun talking about longer-term charts. That's more fun to me. You know, obviously, I think right now, trading these levels is super easy at the moment right now. It's short resistance, buy support, just like it was down here, where it was buy support, short resistance, right? That's really what it's been. Clint, I'm not betting you, man. I'm not going to bet you 1 ETH. It's not going to happen, man. Clint said, take my bet. No. I'm not betting you $1,500. You said that, take my bet. 16.5 points in the Texans. A tie will be a push. No. I'm not betting you 1 ETH, man, over a football game. Lord. Holy Lord, man. Someone else, please. Can you bet with Clint? I want nothing to do with a 1K, with a 1,500 bet with Clint right now. Holy Lord. Someone else do it, please. Please. Clint, I will not just leverage trade that ETH, Clint. There you go. There you go. Bathwater's got you, man. Take the bet. Do it for Becker. 100 Gala. It's a little bit more reasonable. Clint might be having a gambling problem. Who knows? Who knows? Clint's a good dude. I don't know what's up with Clint, but Clint is a good dude. He likes to bet, and to be fair, I mean, I like to bet too. Just calculated bets and bets that I know I'm going to win. If you know what I mean. No one bets. Let's see. DXY. All right. Yeah, let's look at the DXY. So the DXY was everyone else is talking about too, right? And I get that narrative too, right? And sort of, man, my baby euro dropped below the resistance line, man. Man. What a terrible little drop below the resistance line for the euro. That hurts a little bit. That was my baby. That was my baby, man. Hold on. Let's let the dumb song continue. Jabba's probably jerking off right now. I don't need to jerk off. Melissa loves me right now. The markets are bearish. That means I don't have to jerk off. Hey, Melissa. Melissa, yeah, come here. Come here, baby. Come here. Yeah. Yeah, Melissa, yep. You're right under that big mound of fat. Yeah, lift it up. Lift it up. Yep. No, you have to lift the boob up first. Boob first, then stomach. There you go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a little thigh fat there, too. I've gained a little weight recently. All right. But no, the Euro USD. We did break that resistance and we came back down. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Now, here's the deal, guys. We got the move to the upside. It was a big kind of fake out and we came back down. Really, to me, the big level for me to watch, and this is really on the bigger time frames. Do I give a shit about the daily? No. Do I give a shit about this? No. Here's the deal. All right. Here's the deal, man. Hold on. Let me go back over this. Someone say Gala retraced up back. Gala's back to where it was a couple days ago. All right. We're good on Gala. I think that's old news at this point, and we'll see where it ends up. What was I saying before? Euro, the big level I want to see hold, all right, is this basic trend line coming across. And this is a macro thing. This could take weeks to play out. Doesn't mean we have to go up right now, right? Euro could do something like this where it just kind of continues down in a more controlled way. But, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the big level I'm watching. And I'm going to be honest. I told you guys this. If the Euro breaks this to the downside, that's not going to be pretty, man. That's not going to be pretty. For rant rate, is 1 high or is 4? 4 is high, 1 is low. All right, 4 is a great rant, 1 is a terrible rant. Let me know. So right here, this is the big swing level for me, man. This is it. And this is what we've been watching for months now. What was a retest of this? We held it on the first try, right? We got a nice bounce. Now we're coming back down again. Can we create that W formation off that level? That's what I want to watch for the euro. Why is that important? If the euro goes down, DXY goes up. DXY goes down, euro goes up, right? Excuse me. I think you guys know that by now. I think everyone's talked about the DXY to death at this point. It's kind of like the rate hikes. It's like, dude, I get it, man. We got a rate hike. We're at the same price we were anyways. I'm sick of talking about that. Yet I'm talking about it now. You know, I guess that's the case in point. But the DXY, here it is. DXY getting big move to the upside. At the same point, it's like, man, it's really pushing in. Those are so correlated with each other, obviously, right? So here's the DXY. Will it come up and will it make a new high? That's the question, right? We're there. We're sitting there. You also got this support, this support, this support. Maybe flipping its resistance. We'll see going into tomorrow. But, man, it's really, is this level going to hold, which is held the last couple times it's came up there, you know? And if this doesn't hold, if this comes up, that probably means the euro is breaking from that channel. And that's probably not the greatest thing in the world, right? I think we all can understand that. Now, this is going to do what it's going to do. I think, you know, nothing you do is going to stop this, right? People love cash right now, you know? People like assets at the highs. They like cash at the lows. What can you say, man? But, you know, that's where we're at. And we'll reconvene with this. But, man, I'm hoping this gets rejected here. I don't want to see this make another new high. I don't. That kind of throws away the narrative for me. And you know, we shall find out. We'll sit it pretty, but we want to see that red box not get broken, man. We don't, man. Let's see the rant rating here. Look at this, man. This is how I know the rant rating is basically. The rant rating is basically, do people agree or people disagree, right? 35% as a 1, 40% as a 4. So half the people disagree, half the people agree. Is basically what that tells me. Thanks, man. Hey, guys, I appreciate you, man. Some of you guys gave me a 2, which was nice. Some of you guys gave me a 2. But, you know, you can't always win them all, you know? You can't always win them all. I'll take 40% as a 4. That really helps my heart, man. That really helps my heart. Helps me. Right? Let's see. People have a lot of moon bags in Gala. A lot of moon bags. Yeah, definitely a lot of moon bags. I mean, Gala was able to come back up and reclaim the lows. So, like I said, we'll see what happens till tomorrow for Gala. You know, if you got this wick down here, I mean, that was a nice one. That was a nice one if you got that wick. Look at Bitcoin being boring. Man, I really hope Bitcoin doesn't just turn. Like, I hope 20 to 21K is not the new 20, or it's not the new 19 to 20K. I really hope it's not. That would be brutal. And I guess we got to be ready for it if it happens. You know? You're number 1 in my book. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Keith. You're the absolute hit. Half the people don't even know you ranted about. It's not wrong. That's not wrong. Luke said, you're always number 1 in our hearts. Thank you, Luke. Hey, I know I ruffle feathers when I say that stuff, but I'm okay with ruffling feathers. I like to separate, okay, what people are saying in the news and what's going on in the world to what I see from the charts. Those are 2 completely different things. 2 completely different things, all right? And like, because here's the thing, guys. If you looked in early 2021 at the news, right? It was Bitcoin's going to 200K, right? It was, look at all these Dogecoin millionaires. You could be one of those too. It was, this is the next 100x altcoin. It's going to go 100x in the next 2 weeks. Or it was, economy's booming after pandemic, right? It was all these news headlines, and it's the opposite of what you're seeing now, which everyone and their mother's calling for doom and gloom next year. If it happens, okay. But I will say this. The herd is usually freaking wrong. All right? The herd is usually freaking wrong. Maybe you're right this time. Maybe. But the herd is usually freaking Wrong. That's what I'm going to bet on. All right? And we shall find out, my friend. We shall find out. No, wasn't you looking at the wrong news? Holy Lord. Someone said stop being negative about Gala. Oh, I'm not being negative about Gala, man. I own Gala, right? I want Gala to come back up. Like, at this point, I'm just like, all right, Gala, can you just hold the lows, my friend? Hold the lows for me, right? Take a little bit of those lows, all right? Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. Let's take a little bit of those lows. All right. So I guess that's kind of my rant for today. Where did Bitcoin end up closing? So Bitcoin closed at 20,200. Anything really meaningful? No. I'm just looking for Bitcoin to hold 20K, right? Until Bitcoin breaks 20K, there's nothing to panic into the downside. Until it breaks 21K, there's nothing to panic about to the upside. We are range bound, and we will like being range bound, all right? We are range bound, and we will like it. Ice cream? Oh, Lord, I could nail some ice cream right now. Let me get the ice cream out. I could destroy some ice cream. Hold up. I got you ice cream right here. Hold up. This will make you hungry. This is my favorite dessert, by the way. You guys want to see my favorite dessert? Boom! Ha 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 ha! There's my favorite dessert. Cookie with ice cream and hot fudge. Boom! What do you guys think about this? Let me know. That's my favorite dessert. And if you're craving ice cream, and I'm going to ruin it for you right now. Here you go. There you go. As I take it off and I'm looking at myself. It's not Pancake's fault. Let's see. Let's see. Type herd. Thanks for all Gala support. Yeah, I mean, Gala's going to do its thing. It's back down to the lows. I mean, like I said, we'll have to see what happens with it. We'll see. I think it's a little bit of FUD, which it got bought up pretty nicely there. So, like I said, we'll see what happens with that. All right. So I think that's the biggest rant I have for today. I mean, there's other things I can rant about with like Ethereum. I think Ethereum's doing very similar things that it has in the past. Nothing really different for ETH that I see that's like, holy shit, like ETH is doing something terribly different, right? The way I look at Ethereum is, right, I look at the bear market resistance band and I see all these tests and I'm like, all right, the bear market resistance band has came back down all the way down to these levels, all right? And I look at the last couple of times that it's done this, right? And I say, okay, you're getting the higher low structure coming in for now, right? I mean, obviously people will disagree if it's going to hold, if it's not going to hold, okay? I see the higher low structure coming in over here like this. And I come down to this one. I guess this one's a little bit smaller, so it's hard to see, but I even consider this like its own little Ethereum cycle down here. But you did get higher lows on the weekly there. It's just a little bit hard to see. And basically what I look at this as is, okay, you know, the bear market resistance band's right here. What's happened in the past? Well, you were oversold in the RSI in December 2018. That marked the bottom. You made a W formation at the lows, right? So W formation, right? One hit, rise. Second hit, you come back up to test the bear market resistance band, right? What are we doing now, right? We got oversold in June of 2022. We came back up. We came back down. We made a higher low. Now we're into that bear market resistance band. We are sitting right in there. You might be saying, okay, what does that mean? Well, we can also look at, you know, I don't want to bring this fractal up just yet because I think it's going to play out, but I'm going to wait on this. I'm going to wait on this one. Hey, did you check Gala yet? Yeah, we checked Gala yet, man. We've checked Gala like 300 times at this point, man. I think that's the only alt we looked at so far today. Holy moly. But really, it's, to me, this price action is almost the same as this one. And I'm going to roll with that and say that, all right, I think actually at this point, I do think ETH is going to break this bear market resistance band. I do. And you know, that's a very, very unpopular opinion right now. A very, very unpopular opinion. Why? You got the NASDAQ pushing lows. You got the S&P pushing lows. So that is a super unpopular opinion, right? For someone to say that, that's like, holy shit, man. I don't think that's going to happen. Well, I look down here and I sort of see the weekly RSI being broken out for Ethereum on a close last week. All right. And what do I say about RSI levels? When I see those get closed above, okay, I'm looking for price action to follow after. All right. And it's for any time frame. Doesn't have to happen right away. But that's the way I'm looking at it. Could be crazy, but we shall find out. Right? It's all about finding out. Where could I see ETH going to? I mean, you could also call me crazy too, but I won't be surprised to see ETH come up here and test about 2,300. That sounds crazy right now. All right, I'm not calling for moon. I could see a $2,300 ETH coming. All right, which is basically just a retest of this underside of this consolidation back here from earlier this year, which is what you did last time in this bear market, right? Where you had this consolidation of the first low on the bear market. When you broke that bear market resistance band, you came up and tested that, and then you came back down, which is basically what I'm looking for now. Sounds crazy. Like I said, we'll see where we are in a couple weeks. All right? Let's all have fun. We'll see where we are in a couple weeks. I'm excited. And if I'm wrong, hey, I love taking L's, man. I love taking L's. You know what my favorite L's are? A French fry from McDonald's that's shaped like an L. That's my favorite L. Someone said Gala's pumping. No, don't be trolling, man. The Gala's pumping. Matic's pumping, though. Guys, can we get a pump song for Matic? Because Matic just keeps kicking ass. Holy Lord, man. Come on, Matic. Come on, bro. Matic is kicking ass and taking names. Hold up. Come on, here we go. Hold up. Hold up. Where's my helmet? Hold up. Shit, man. I'm ruining the pump song right now. Oh, Lord. Here we go. I'm ruining the pump song. No, but Matic is kicking ass. I was trying to get the helmet on for Matic, but it is what it is. Matic had an awesome day today. Obviously, it pulled back a little bit at the end. It's right at resistance, though, right? So, like I said, don't get carried away. It's at resistance. Let's not get, be jumping around. Like, jump around. Jump. Let's not jump around yet. It's right at resistance. I'm looking for Matic for a 105. All right. Now, like we said, it's at resistance. It's got higher highs. It's got lower highs on the RSI. So you got bearish div on the daily resistance. You got to be careful right here. All right. You got to be careful right here. But if this breaks, I'm looking for 105. Excuse me, man. Holy moly. But this is the point where you always like to say, respect resistance until it's not. Respect resistance until it's not. Just like you respect the support until it's not. If you respected the support down here, you made out like a bandit on this one. Right? If you respected the support like we were talking about for weeks down here, right? You got a nice little 32% gain on Matic. Don't be afraid to take profits at resistance. And when you're at resistance like you are now, don't be afraid to take profits and look for the direction the other way and respect it until it's broken. If it's broken, okay, that invalidates your thought process. But you're at resistance, so respect it. Respect it. Oh, man. Bob S. said, while Bitcoin is doing nothing, Jordan should make this a food channel. Just do mukbangs. Do people still watch mukbangs nowadays? Is that still a thing? I don't know if that's still a thing. To be fair. Mukbangs are really nice. I used to watch those back in the day, I suspect crabs in this chat. Let's see what everyone's doing. All right, dude, I just ranted for forever, man. Ban protocol. All right, guys, any alts you want me to do, let me know. I'm not going to go through too many alts today. Today, I really just wanted to rant about where Bitcoin is, kind of the state of the market, Holy band! Here we go, baby. Come on, boy. That's a massive move, man. Woo! It's like Doge. That's like a Doger move right there. Holy moly. Holy moly. Look at that wedgie. Oh my lord. If you identified this wedgie, you made out like a bandit, man. Wedgie at the lows. Does anyone want to scoop it up right here? No. And there it goes. Banned. Boom, bitch. Last 2 days. Man, that's a nice move. 158% move. Woo! Woo! You're cooking on banned. Holy moly. Once again, don't be afraid to pay yourself. As always, as you look up, you are right at those previous lows, right? These previous lows can easily just flip into resistance. But what a freaking move, man. RSI is at a 93 on the daily, which is nuts. So, like I said, this is a point where this is probably a rejection point. This is probably like a 618 retracement too. Let's see. Look at that, man. Exactly the 0.5 retracement right at those lows, right? So 328 is the 0.5 retracement. So that's where you look at for a rejection there, and probably a cool down and a pullback is right around 3. Let me just mark it off here so we can come back and look. Right around 329. But holy moly, what a move. This is not FOMO time. This is resist don't say time here. Holy, it's like a doja move. Woo! Nice, man. Man, that's nice. That's nice. I love seeing stuff like that, where something just pops out of nowhere. Like, and this is why these coins that don't do anything for a while, right? What would the normal person do, right? The normal person, this keeps moseying its way down, blah, 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 right? Everyone's like, this coin's dead. So what do? They transfer their band and they put it in something else that's already pumping. And then exactly when they do that, that's when that one pumps, right? And this is why I always say, if you have something that hasn't pumped yet and the rest of the market has gone up a little bit, that one's gonna come, man. It's gonna come. It might be the last one to do it, but it's gonna come at some point. So nice move up for band. Really, really nice. Really, really freaking nice. This Bitcoin's being a freaking crab, man. I can't look at the short term for Bitcoin right now. It is brutal. We went from a boring range to another boring range. Really, I mean, the last 5 months has really been a boring range, other than one little, like, I guess, fun rally to 25K for a little bit. Other than that, it's been chop suey. Chop suey. You know? Chop freaking suey. Which is, I can't even look at Bitcoin anymore. I've read too much about Bitcoin at this point, man. Holy moly. Do it, George, talking about band. All right, hold on, guys. Let's see what George has to say about band. Oh, shit. What should I make my video on today? Let's see what coins pump today. Let's see. What's going up in the most 24 hours? Let's see. Oh, band. Wow, band's up 100% in the last 24 hours. All right, I'm going to make a video on band today. All right, let's get it set up. There we go. All right, here we go. What's going on, guys? I am George. We're all George. Guys, today, we're not going to talk about Bitcoin today. We're going to talk about band and why I think it's going to continue to go up and why I think it's an awesome project. Now, I know we haven't talked about this in a year, but right now, I am super, super bullish on band, guys. And you guys can see right now, band is going massively to the upside right now. It's absolutely crushing it to the upside. It built a strong base down here at $1. And quite frankly, I think it's going to continue to go up. All right. So make sure you guys continue to DCA, continue to hodl. And this is what happens when you buy a coin. It's going to go up like this. All right. Anyways, that's all I have for band today. I don't really, it's an Oracle project like Chainlink, but that's really all the info I have for you guys today. All right. Now let's do some Q&A. George, how was your great uncle Wen Moon? It's messed up. George, did you hack the Gala system? No, stop spreading FUD in the chat. I would never do that. Stop spreading FUD. I'm going to ban you. You're banned. Don't be coming in here and spreading FUD in my chat, man. All right. We got it here. We're done with that. Ban is off the cards. What else is coming up? Matic. Come on, Medic. You want to break that resistance, don't you, boy? You want to break that resistance like a good boy, don't you? Don't you?
Jordan, stop talking like that. You're freaking me out, bro. You're freaking me out, man. God. You guys see how this guy's talking? He's freaking weird, man. I'm the normal one in this family.
Much. Man. Come on, Mac. Give me some. Give me some. Give me a little sugar. Give me a little sugar. Oh man, make up for the gala today, man. Make up for gala today. You son of a gun. You son of a gun, gala. Oh man, it was such a great day. Gala had to come down a little bit. You son of a gun. Oh Lord. It is what it is. It happens, I guess. You need a pause for longer? Oh Lord. Don't do Matic. I will buy you next week. Matic's the one that's really coming up hot right now, man. 3% in the last 20 minutes. You gotta love it. Let's see what anything else moving up. Not really, man. Nothing else. Nothing else. Gala's coming down is coming down a little bit more here, which is always fun. You know, you gotta love when it comes down a little bit more. Hopefully they're just coming down to get these little long positions here before they try to move back up. Hey, at least you got some bullish divergence now. Hey, bullish divergence. I don't know if you can really count that, to be honest. Man, I can't. Bitcoin, man. You're killing me. You're killing me, bro. You're killing me. Phillies homer. Oh, the Phillies hit a home run. Nice, dude. Nice. All right, come on, DXY. Come on, DXY. You better come down today. What's the stock market's doing today? Man, you guys find it fascinating, the NASDAQ? All right, so back here, we tried to talk about this. In early October, the NASDAQ was creaming to the downside, and Bitcoin was just chilling like a rock. You guys find it fascinating that the last 2 days, the NASDAQ has gone down about 5%, and Bitcoin's held up like a freaking rock again, man. If you told me that in a bear market, NASDAQ went down 5%, I would think Bitcoin would have went down 10%. Bitcoin is acting like a rock, bro. Will it continue? We'll see. But holy moly, I'm impressed. It's not just these last 2 days. It was last time the NASDAQ was getting crushed. Like this time period right here, the NASDAQ dropped about like 11%, and Bitcoin was just holding the lows like a freaking beast. We'll see if it continues. I mean, it's an interesting little phenomenon at the moment. I wouldn't be calling the flip the uncorrelation. It's sort of a meme at this point. The uncorrelators. You know, someone's going to make that meme. The uncorrelators. Here's the most popular sayings. Hold on. Here's the uncorrelators. Let me get them in the chat here. Let me get them in the chat. Here's the uncorrelators. Hold on. The uncorrelators. Hold up. Psycho Person, remember BTC bottoms first before the stock market? I have to go back and fact check that. Here he is. Bitcoin's not correlated to the stock market. It's not. If it does its own trajectory. Bitcoin's a hedge against inflation. It is. It's performed the best of any asset since 2020. Name a better asset than Bitcoin. It's the digital gold. Gold is shit. Those are all the uncorrelators. You know, that's the new meme, I guess. Dot. Let's do dot. Let's see. Clinty. I love you, Clint. You're the best, man. Clint, do not stop your doom posting, man. I love the banter. That's why people get salty. Some people get so salty when someone like completely disagrees with them. When it comes to crypto, it's like, dude, does anyone really know? No. I love the banter, man. Give me some bearish banter, right? Give me some bearish talking points. I'd love to chat with you because a lot of them I understand. I do. Right? I hear it every day. I look at all the same stuff you guys do. I hear it. Let me know. I love the banter. Give me some banter, man. You guys know me. I love trolling. So give it to me. Troll me. I love to be trolled. Let's look at Polkadot real quick for my guy in the chat. Let's look at dat. Dat. So let me say it like that. So Dot. It looks like yesterday what it really did is it came back down, took this yellow vector candle, and what did it do, right? Where did DOT come to? Oh, I mean, man, DOT really, 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 really dumped. You know, where did it come to? Boop. 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 Wow. Man. DOT really dumped, bro. It did. Holy moly. Like, it's crazy. And no, I'm sort of trolling here, but when I look at DOT, right, I see, and this is exactly like that band protocol chart we just looked at, man. You get that big falling wedge right to support. It breaks out to the upside. Some of them don't just go to the moon like that. That one was nuts. Some of them break out, back test, and get the continuation. So basically what I'm looking for here is, all right, I don't care about short-term time frames. I can already see it, right? You'll be zooming in. You'll say head and shoulders, head and shoulders. It could be a head and shoulders, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. The short-term time frame is going to follow Bitcoin. Let's be honest. Let's zoom out a little bit. All right. Let's zoom out a little bit. And what do I see when I zoom out? Well, when I zoom out, let's be a zoom out-or, shall we? That's also another meme. A zoom out-or. When I zoom out and I be a zoom out-or, okay. I guess I'm trying to get a good time frame here because these are all kind of jacked up. I see sort of a rise, right? A retrace to that same level, and I'm looking for that rise back up. Now, you know, you might be saying, holy shit, what's going to cause that? Well, I think it's going to be basically a continuation of the bullish divergence that you had down here, where you got that first initial impulse. This was just a back test to take this vector candle here. Boom, you take that. Now you don't have to worry about that thing anymore. Now you can throw that thing out the window and you can continue up without worrying about it, right? So I'm still looking at this to break up. You're at support. I'm not going to get bearish at support just like we were over here. I'm not going to do it, man. I'm going to repeat myself just like I was a couple weeks ago. I'm not going to get bearish at support, especially when you broke out from a big bullish pattern here. I'm not going to do it. We ain't going to do that. So I'm looking for this to continue up, man. The big level to break is 680. You got some ways to do. Let's do it. But, you know, I'm really just liking that market structure, the back test and the continuation. That's really it. And if you look at that, just a big like accumulation zone, I mean, this is it right here to me. This is it. I look back, you bought at this level anytime. You've been pretty happy, you know? So, hey, man. What can we do? What can we do? Matic. Ho! 105 waiting room, baby. As I fart. 105 waiting room. Oh, Lord, I'm going nuts in there. Come on, Matic. Give me that 105, boy. Yes, fart to the moon. Matic, the thing about Matic is just nuts, man. Matic's nuts. It's a beast. It's a freaking beast. I mean, at this point, it's 5 cents away from breaking its, you know, this, even when the market was going up in August, it's almost at that point at this point, you know, which is absolutely crazy. Absolutely nuts at this point, you know. It's really that 105 level, which is pretty big. I mean, even looking left, there's got previous support back over there. It's crazy, man. But Matic going to the moon. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Woohoo! All right, Matic killing it. Nothing else really doing too much. It really looks like. There's so many alts that were back at support. I mean, yesterday, like Near was another one. That was an awesome scoop up. Right? I mean, Near was at support, and there it is. This is when it gets ignored. That's okay. It's all good. I'm still looking for Near to come back up to at least 350. It's got the market structure there, man. It's got the down the rise, the down, the higher low. It's going to get that continuation. I'm looking for I should probably say 345, to be honest, on near here. We're just going to respect support and resistance levels, man. We ain't reinventing the wheel here. I don't need no macro. I'm not going to start ranting about indicators here, but you know, that's still what I'm looking for near. Near's at a great position. I think dot was too. Yeah, dot. I mean, we already talked about dot. We just talked about dot. I already forgot. I talked about dot and I literally just forgot. This is how you know I'm going nuts, man. Chainlink. I don't love Chainlink going up, right? Chainlink went up today. Really, Chainlink. I'm still waiting for 950-ish on Chainlink here. This just seems to be a tough cookie to crack, but Chainlink, another one that just keeps making higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, right? But it can't seem to break this right here. It's going to get squeezed, but I'm still looking for it to test up here again, 950 at the end of the day. At the end, I guess I should say, no pun intended, at the end of the month. I shouldn't say at the end of the day, because that might throw people off a little bit. I should say at the end of the month. At the end of the month. Holy Lord. When Matic talking Discord? Yeah, I got to add Matic to the Discord, man. I'm being ridiculous. Do Shib. So Shib, I got you on Shib, Al. What's going on, Alpy? Good to see you, buddy. What do you think about QNT? QNT was the chain link of this bear market, bro. QNT killed it. It did like a 7x in this freaking bear market, bro. From the lows. It's crazy. It's literally Chainlink from last time. Chainlink was going nuts in the previous bear market. Like it was the only coin that went positive in the bear market. QNT, though it didn't go positive, killed it. Absolutely killed it, especially in the last like 6 months. Absolutely killed it. Had to pull back. We'll see if it can recover. We'll look at it in a second though. Shiba, I mean, look where it went up to the other day. So we always talk about the 200 EMA, right? 200 EMA. It's always a sticky point. It's always a little sticky up there, you know? So, I mean, once again, I mean, Shiba kind of looks like, let's go like the 8-hour time frame. So Shiba, ooh, woo, woohoo! Let's actually go to like the 4-hour time frame on SHIB. Let's go a little bit lower on this bad boy. Let's zoom in a little bit. See what we got cooking on this bad boy. Look at SHIB, man. SHIB. This is a tough one, right? Because you got this support level here. I'm trying to see if you got any type of divergence off this level. 50 EMA. No. So you retraced to your moving average, which is good, right? You needed to cool this thing down. This thing went kind of nuts for like 2 days. Let me stick to the 8-hour here. But the only thing I don't like about this one is just continuing to make lower highs. But you guys can see this is going to get squeezed here. This is going to get squeezed. So the way I look at SHIB is, okay, if I have a bias, if I think Bitcoin's going to rise, right? And this is what I always do. If I think Bitcoin's going to rise, but I see a altcoin in a bearish pattern, right? I got to kind of second guess that, you know? So right here, I mean, SHIB, it's at such an interesting level, right? Because if this doesn't hold, it's probably going to get nuked back down to these lows. You know what I mean? But holy moly, man, it's like you got the low, you got the rise, you get the low. You got the makings of a W formation, but it's getting squeezed in here. Normally, I would say, okay, this is a bearish formation, but if I think Bitcoin's going to get a rise, then SHIB is going to... Would I hate on SHIB to continue up and at least retest, the previous high? I wouldn't at all. I would say for this one, I mean, I guess watch what Bitcoin does. And if Bitcoin breaks 20K, I mean, I would say SHIB comes down to 10 cents at this point. But I would expect a move, but SHIB's going to get a move within the next 1, 2, 3, 4-hour candles. It's going to get a move, man. It's going to get a move. So make sure you're watching it because it's getting squeezed. It's getting squeezed tighter, or I should say wider than Melissa at this point. Why? Because Melissa It's got Java doing the dirty work, man. And let me tell you about Java. I don't need to tell you about this, but his foot is 30 feet long, man. So I don't need to tell you anything else. Holy Lord. All right, so that's Shiba. That's the Shiba Nichis. Anything else? Man, don't think there's too much else going on at the moment, guys. I think, let's see, Bitcoin. Bitcoin trying to get a rise, nothing crazy. I don't think anything crazy is going to happen here with Bitcoin. Like we said, man, Bitcoin keeps teasing this move, man. What are we waiting at for Bitcoin? We're waiting for the 4-hour RSI to break out. It's done this for like 4 times, where it gets this little fake out above, and then by the end of the close, it dumps back down. Once again, right? I mean, you're sort of here again, but you got 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours until the close. If this closes above here, I'm looking for the move up. But it's done this like 4 times. So that's still what I'm waiting for. I'm not going to get excited for Bitcoin until this breaks out in a 4-hour time frame. If this breaks out in the 4-hour time frame, then I'm looking for the pump up for Bitcoin. Until then, we do some Komasa, we do some Wamasa, and we do some Domasa. You guys say band's pumping right now? Let's see band. Band. Let's see what we got going on here. Bandwidth. Look at band. Let's go. Coming up to that 328, man. Watch 328. That's the 0.5 retracement. Watch it like a hawk, like a bandit. Oh, man. Sorry for clapping, Clint. I'm sorry, man. I get a little excited sometimes. You know what I mean. All right. Looking for 328 on band, though. Nice. Fear and greed segment. Let's see. Darius said, Jordan, you're wrong. Whatever you say, you're wrong. Okay, it sounds like you shorted at 19K, bro. How'd that do for you? Link will be next. Hey, man, a band link. They should just call it band link. I think band and link should just combine and just be like this huge thing. Sounds kind of dumb. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Band is cooking. Nice. Fear and greed segment. We will bring back the fear and greed. You guys want the fear and greed? You guys want the fear and greed? We can bring back the fear and greed. Tomorrow we'll get the fear and greed segment back on. Right? We'll get that back on tomorrow, man. I got to re-add it to the thing here. You know, Matic pumped again. Oh Lord, man. Look at Matic, 105. 105 rating room for Matic.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Come on.
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
Oh Lord. Darius said maybe I'm Dale in disguise. Nice. Come on, Matic. It's right at that $1 psychological level. Look at Matic at $1. That's awesome to see. Can we see 105 here from Matic in the short term? Let's see what we got going on here. There's still bearish divergence in the daily, but it doesn't seem like Matic gives a shit, man. At least at the moment. Actually, it's nullifying that. No, it's nullified. Well, if Matic... Man, it's right at that level. If Matic moves up to 105, it's actually not going to have bearish divergence, depending on where it closes tomorrow, right? Because if Matic goes up to 105, it's going to have obviously a higher high, right, on sort of the daily time frame, and it's going to have a higher high on the RSI, which will nullify that, you know, which is cool. But you want to see it come up a little bit higher here. Come on, Matic, let's go! Come on, man. Come on. No idea who Dale is, by the way, but we move. Come on, Darius. Darius, I'm just trolling you, buddy. I love being trolled. I told you guys to troll me. Come on. Oh Lord. Matic. You gotta love the moves, bro. Bitcoin getting a little rejection here. Bitcoin's being a bitch, man. Holy Lord. Bitcoin's a slug. Should we even look at Bitcoin anymore, guys? I don't even think we should. What's ETH doing? ETH up a little bit today. Woo! Yeesh! Oh, lordy. DXY down. I'm not gonna take you. I want to see what the DXY does tomorrow. I want to see what the DXY does tomorrow. Guys, what do you think in the chat? Will the DXY pump or the DXY dump going into tomorrow? It'll be an interesting day. So far, S&P and NASDAQ futures are slightly down. So we'll see what they do tomorrow, man. But, Bitcoin hasn't really cared the last couple of days. So who knows, man? Who knows? Gala hit new lows. Let's see, Gala. Gala games. Where are we? Gala. Yeah, Gala hit new lows. Gala, it bounced back again. So, like I said, let's wait till tomorrow to see where Gala ends up. I honestly, where do I expect Gala to be tomorrow? I probably expect Gala to be somewhere up here tomorrow. You know what I mean? And it's going to be like, okay, whatever. Who knows? Who freaking knows, man? It's going to chump. Let's see. Pump. 113 or more tomorrow. Everyone FOMOs into Matic on payday and dump. Is that actually a fact? You could probably go back and look at that. That might actually be a fact. Don't get too excited. Eagles came right down the field, tied at 7. Let's see. Why is gold and silver crashing? Nothing makes sense. I don't know, man. Why is gold and silver crashing? Because gold was meant to be the inflation hedge. Was gold the inflation hedge?
Nope.
So there goes that narrative. I wonder what Peter Schiff is saying right now. What is gold doing, man? I haven't looked at gold in quite a while. Last time I checked the gold chart, it was scheisse. I mean, kind of like everything else, I guess. And no chart looks good besides the DXY. And maybe the 10-year bonds. Oh, yeah, the gold chart looks like shit, man. This looks like Bitcoin when it was at, like, 30K, right? Why does it look like Bitcoin was at 30K? I mean, just look at this chart, man. This looks like just a giant M formation that just broke out and just retested. This chart looks like shit, man. Woo! Man, this is on the 2-week. This is on the weekly chart, too. The gold chart looks like shit, right? M formation neckline, one hit, fall, one hit. This looks like Bitcoin. This was like 30K for Bitcoin right here. And then gold gets dumped below the neckline, comes up and retests the neckline, gets rejected. We know what usually happens after that, my friends. We know what usually happens after that. And, man, gold, woo! We're going to be looking for gold at this point. I mean, are we looking at gold coming and testing 1527? Could be. But the gold bugs, man, coming down here. 1523 on gold, probably, man. Woo! 1523. Looks like just a giant M formation. Gold and silver for old people. I love how it just said gold and silver for old people, man. It's like this guy.
Basically, Bitcoin is clearly a scam. Cryptocurrency is clearly an idiot with no common sense. And scientifically speaking, according to a study at the Bank of Canada, more people who are financially illiterate invest in Bitcoin.
Facts. Bank of Canada guy is always correct. BNB. Is BNB right at resistance right now? Guys, this is big for BNB. This is big for BNB. This is the big sort of macro inverse head and shoulders pattern we've been watching for BNB, man. Can it break out to the upside? This is big. This is real big. This is big. It's wonky. This right shoulder took a lot longer than I expected to play out. But holy moly, all of a sudden you're knocking on the door. You're knocking on heaven's door here for BNB. Holy Lord. Holy guacamole. And listen, I don't think something like this plays out. I'm going to be honest. If it does, that would be great. But, the measure move of this, I don't think something like this plays out, is back at 616. I don't think that plays out, but that's nuts, man. That's nuts. And you'd be breaking a major level for BNB. Look at this for BNB. You got support, resistance. That's a huge level. And if that broke, I mean, I got to look at BNB coming back up and testing some of these levels up here, man, which is crazy to think about. 450 for BNB. I don't think that's impossible, bro. I don't think it is. We'll see where we end up closing tomorrow. That's nothing to sniff at for BNB at this point, bro. Woo! That would be tasty. That would be salty for BNB. That'd be real nice. So BNB at a critical position. Atom. See what Atom's doing. Yeah, Atom basically just retesting a key level, right? Atom was another great play, right? Resistance, 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 flipping into support after a retest of the vector candle. You know, Atom, I mean, looking for 1446, a retest of the highs, man. We'll see. We shall see, my friend. I mean, Atom's a very simple chart, but I mean, that BNB chart gets me a little bit crazy, man. A little bit crazy. I'm not going to lie. You know, I wish I had some BNB. BNB is just not giving me the levels I want to scoop it at, man. It's so annoying. I'm not going to FOMO into BNB, though. I won't do it, man. I won't do it. And you know, if I get bit in the ass for not FOMO into BNB, maybe I'll get bit in the ass. Who knows? You know, sometimes I guess you got to get bit in the ass every now and then, you know. All right, man. I think I'm going to call it a stream, though. I got to get some food. I got to get some damn food. I'm going to call it a stream here, guys. I know Matic's pumping, and I know, you know, some altcoins are coming up. Listen, like, that's the way we roll out here, my man. That's the way we roll out here, my man. All right? Matic, I'm in the 105 Matic waiting room here. All right? I'm in the 105 Matic waiting room. All right? So we're going to play the pump song before we go. I'll be back at 9:45. Tomorrow's Friday, which is always an interesting day, right? Markets have been coming down into Friday. Can we see any type of retracement on the stock market tomorrow? We'll find out on the next episode of this channel. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later. All right, I'm going to go get some Chinese food, enjoy my night. Make sure you guys go enjoy your night, man. All right? You know, charts are great. Make sure you're looking at them. They're awesome. They're here. But man, I ranted today because I have a passion about what I ranted about, and I'm gonna do that more often. I ranted because I have a passion about that, and man, it's a clock. It's a clock right now, man. It's a freaking clock. All right, I'm out. Peace out. Don't be afraid to take profits in the bear market rallies until proven otherwise. That's the number one saying. Do not be afraid to take profits in the bear market rallies until proven otherwise. All right. Peace.